What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today and welcome to Lincoln Valley. Now usually when I do videos on tracks I like to have some sort of like a catchy title, something to entice you into the video, like this track is amazing, this track is super flowy. This track is just different. Now I've not run any laps yet and we were flowing around it. You can see it's kind of wild, it spirals everywhere. We've got two motocross tracks which are over on this side of the map. And then coming over to this side, we've got like massive free ridey type area. You see if I go down here, we've got like really nice like doubles back to back to back to back to back. And then you go into this area, which is like all walled off. And it's just very unique, very, very different. And I'm very interested to see how it plays and how it flows. So without further ado, we're going to do what we always do. We do a couple of laps of each track. And then I want to end things off in this little flowy free ride area over here and just see how it works. This is a first track and it's quite impressive. Like, it looks massive, it looks pretty, and the decals I'm not offended by either. Let's have a go. So this track is created by Kez, or KZ Creations, and it is his first ever track. Looking up on the track map, this isn't the track that's raceable. There's two motocross tracks around here, and he has said in the description... Oh, no, it actually is. Never mind, I'm talking out my ass. So there's two motocross tracks. Only one of them is raceable for the time being, which is the one that I'm on right now. We will give the other one a go, but obviously lap times and things like that won't count, and you are going to be seeing my complete raw impression and go with this. This is all straight off the bat, straight off the rip. I've not done any practice laps at all. After two corners, might be a bit early to judge, but it seems like he's gone for a little bit of effort to add some rough in as well, which is nice. I know for people's first tracks, they don't tend to venture outside the box too much, which I think is, if I ever made a track, that'd probably be the way I'd go, you know, just something nice and simple to start you off with. But he says that he's been building this for quite some time, just added bits to it here and there, and I mean, so far, it seems pretty wild. Obviously, a fancy track, by all means. Some jumps it looks like you can get pretty steezy on. But you can tell from the track map that it's quite a long track. So I think to spend the time to memorise all the lines and work out what's faster might be quite difficult. That's interesting, like making an extra downside on the right. We're going to jump into a berm here. Look around to the right again. Oh my god, that's a wall jump! I feel like you could definitely send that and downside the first part of this double into this corner. I kind of gets the brain going, for sure. Definitely seems to be quite unique. Lots of switchbacks. This looks like quite a short jump going off the track map. I'm wondering if the 450 might be a little bit over the top from what I've seen so far. How big's this bad boy? Oh my Christ, I'm 100% crashing here, surely. Yeah, okay. That is a big old booter. And it's nice that he's kind of added some extra landings on different sides. So I suppose depending what CC bike you're on, if maybe you can't stretch it out normally, you can downside the easier one of the two. Again, we've got some little braking bumps going into this corner. We've got double, single, over a little roller, pushing right up against the boundaries of the map here, right up against the rocks. How big's this bad boy? Not too big at all. So, oh, that's already a lap. Oh, I mean, it was a 2-minute lap time, to be fair. It just didn't feel like it took that long. So the rough, I do like a little bit of rough that he's got coming in and out of the corners. That definitely adds a bit of a challenge. I think for how steep the jump faces are, I feel like the jump length might be a little bit on the short side, but that could just be a 450 perspective. I think 250 or even 125s. I think you could have a lot of fun around it. This was a check-up, wasn't it? It was. Let me try the outside up here this time. I went inside last lap. Let's go up on the pegs, drop down, tiny little tabletops. Try this inside roller. Don't think you can jump up and over that from that roller, but that would be quite a fast line if you did manage to do so. Big triple out of this corner. Let's go round to the right. We step up, go double, double. Let's take this inside rut here. Row this outside. Oh my... Oh, that's a fast one. Oh my Christ. Okie dokie. That rough just really bit me in the arse. And then go up and over this. Alright, I want to try. I'm probably going to crash. I want to send this jump and see where I downside it. Now I know what's on the other side of it. We're going to stay second gear. Up. Oh, we've gone way too far. Oh, I don't know, Even if I hit that a little bit slower and land on top, I feel like you're falling out of the sky from quite high up, and you know how this game is with the old suspension and the front end. I think it might just bounce you back up to the moon. Very nice floater jump there. We need to check up because this drops down. I'm going to check up a little bit on this one as well, and we'll land on the left side. Lovely. And yeah, it's actually not taking me too long to memorise it. I think I know where I'm going for the most part. What is this? I say that. I come up to a jump. I didn't know if it was a wall or a tabletop. Let's hug this inside, roll that, and then double. So there is a good amount of line choice and line variety. Looks like you can do at least one or two things in every corner, which is really, really nice. And that's the tabletop, and this is the finish line right here. So that actually didn't take very long at all to complete that lap. And I suppose now the difficult bit is going to be trying to find where motocross track number 2 starts. That is going to be the hard part. I think, let me follow this trail. Maybe this will lead me somewhere. Other than straight back onto the track I was already on. Oh my god. Aha, I see a finish line over in the distance on the right hand side. So I have no idea where the start straight is, but I really don't care. We're going to make a beeline over to this finish line, and we're going to ride this one. This one seems a lot more jumpy, just as I'm going across the lanes here. We'll see what this is like, see if the jumps are any bigger or if they're still like short and peaky. Start straight's kind of like hidden back there. I see it now. Right, let me just take my time around this. This is a big old double up and over. Now, Kez did say in his post of this that he may update this in the future to make this second track raceable. So we'll see what it rides like first. Maybe he's... Oh my Christ. That is 100% sendable. I want to turn around and do that again. Oh god, actually, we can't get through here. Yes, we can. No, we can't. Oh my god. The thing is with these fancy tracks, they always get my mind going on what lines are and aren't doable. And I feel like if I see a jump like this that you could barely stretch out, it just... Oh, it gets me excited. Let me see if I can downside this. Oh, the suspension took it like a champ. Thank you very much, helps. Up and over this bad boy. Let's jump to the inside here. That outside looks a long way away. Around here, how big is this one? Oh, nice little scrub jump there. And what? That was a bit of a weird one. I don't feel like I deserve to crash there, really, but oh well, we'll carry on. This is so quick around the outside. How big is this jump? It's not even a massive jump on the other side. Oh, I see. He's extended the jump out again. Fair play. You know, I feel like this is quite smart track making. If there is a wide open corner anywhere, he's made sure to extend the landing so it kind of matches the speed that you've got. So very, very unique, and just like I said in the intro, it's just very different. It's got a different feel to it, and there's not many tracks I've played that kind of feel the same as this. And this is the beauty of when you get people that try a track crane for the first time. Is everyone's got their own take on things. You know, everyone's got their own imagination. Some people take things to some extremes, like thinking outside the box. Some people keep it just like nice and like scaled down, but treat everything with absolute perfection. This one is a bit more out there. It's definitely a bit more wild, and I don't hate it whatsoever. There's a lap around this one. I think this track is honestly just as good as the other one, so I definitely recommend, Kez, if you are watching this, definitely see if you can make this one playable as well and give us a little update, because I feel like I could have a lot of fun racing on both of these. Let's downside this. I'm not going to send this time. We're going to come up here and just check. I didn't check up anywhere near enough. Land it. Thank you. And get over that. Send this bad boy. Ooh. Can you... feel like you can send that all the way into the corner? Maybe? I don't know if that little roller at the end of the corner has enough lift to it, has enough oomph. And then we go over this, we'll triple this into the corner, maybe a bit too far. Now I want to try and downside this longer, landing this time. So if we just go up, send that. Oh, it's a lot longer than I thought. Holy. You got to be pretty precise on these extended landings. They seem to have very like steep downsides, like down faces. Let's land here. I don't think you can triple this. I'm going to give it a go. No, it's quite rounded off, so it's not the end of the world if you come up a little bit short. It's quite forgiving. Little double through here. Go yeet up and over this. Probably going to crash because I've whipped a jump that I've massively OJ'd. Big L gamer moment on my behalf there. Right, round to the right. This track is definitely shorter than the other one as well. At least it feels that way. Go up and over. Land it. Ride it out. Thank you, Pabo. So he's been nice to me today, by the looks of it. I've had one or two like little funky moments, but for the most part, the bikes come back round, come back in a straight line. Then we got this bad boy. Try and land this over the last double, and then over the finish line. And that is the two motocross tracks done, which I'm actually quite impressed with for first builds. They are really, really good fun. Now I'm going to try and find a way into that free ride area that we spotted in the intro as well, because it looks very, very wild, very out there, and I think... Oh, this is it already. Never mind, we're already here. I don't know which way to go. Oh, there's a stop sign up here. So let's see what is going on up here. Let's slow down. And then, I mean, if we look over, it's a bit wild. It's definitely a bit out there. There's some very jagged parts. It gives me, like... There was a custom track that I'd done on Reflex back in the day. There was, like, the steepest jumps you could ever imagine, surrounded by massive walls. It was like a pyramid theme. And it gives me... This gives me flashbacks of that a little bit. It also gives me flashbacks with these massive walls of... Oh, there's a stock sim track that I also can't remember the name of. It's going to really, really bug me. That I used to play in the stock sim servers all the time, which is really, really good. And they had some absolutely massive walled turns, like the height of these walls you see to the left and the right of me, where you could hit them like 5th gear pinned if you got it absolutely perfectly. And it was so much fun, like trying to compare if sneaking around up the inside or hitting these massive walls 5th gear tapped was the faster line. Is that like a transfer up onto the back? This is actually really fun. This is super, super unique. Like massive props for making this. And there's like some split sections as well. How big's this bad boy? I mean, I've accidentally got that pretty damn perfect there. Riding this wall all the way up. I think standing up is going to be the key here. I don't think I really need to sit down anywhere. So then you get those weird and wonderful MX Bikes physics where you should just start fishtailing. And then we drop off here. And then it looks like you can just either go to the left, start another lap, go to the right and hit the start-finish line. What's this? It's like massive transfer. Oh my Christ. Jesus. I don't... Even if I downside that correctly, I don't know if MX Bikes physics will let me get away with that. That's definitely a bit different. Definitely a little bit unique. I just want to carry around to see what we've got going on here. Little step up here to the right. And then we go skirt, pop a 180. We've got, again, multiple line choices. We can hit the left and jump down there, which looks super precise, or just a tiny little drop-off. I suppose you could almost make this into a racetrack if you really wanted to. It would certainly be a bit out there, and there's no chance of me landing this, surely. No, no chance at all. It's going to take a couple of attempts, I reckon, to learn the size and the scaling of everything. There's definitely some... I want to say extreme jumps on here that the game's physics aren't preferably favourable to. It wouldn't surprise me if you see maybe like a free ride video going on around here. You mean you got some absolutely huge jumps to be getting sideways on. Didn't think I was going to land that one either. But overall, I'm actually quite impressed. I didn't know what to think when I saw it posted because it was just like a top-down view of the motocross tracks. But getting into it and kind of discovering everything for the first time, you know I'm not a free ride guy, so I apologise for all the crashing that you're seeing here. Really, really good fun. I 100% recommend go and checking this out as well. And if you are watching this, Kez, thank you for blessing us with your time and effort in building a track. And I'm very interested to see where your tracks in the future go, because if they're anything as creative as this, they should all be some really, really good fun. So that's going to do it from me. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It really, really does help us out and helps us keep growing. And have a lovely rest of the day, whatever you're up to. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.